Welcome.
Pee poo poo man.
That's my name. Don't wear it the fuck out.
Pee poo poo man. Pee poo poo man. Pee poo poo man. Pee poo poo man.
If you say that 4 times into a mirror, I'll appear behind you.
And then pee poo poo on me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right on your chest.
I'm looking in my rear view. Pee poo poo. Pee poo poo. Pee poo poo. Pee poo poo. Shit out.
Hello. Oh no! I dropped the laptop. Okay, so I don't know why that just came out that way, but all right. So today we're talking shit stories. We're shitting on ourselves today.
Correct.
In that we have stories about shitting yourself. So let's get into it with the first segment of genuine stupidity. So the story that I found this week. Oh boy. So I coughed. So when I was 10, my family had went on vacation to Canada. And on our way back, since we lived in New Jersey, we stopped in Cooperstown since my father and brother were baseball fans. We went to the Baseball Hall of Fame. We get out of the car and head inside. At this point, I have to take a mean shit. But still think I can hold it in. Bad idea. 10-year-old me gets in line and starts doing that dance we all do when we have to go real bad.
I do my little dancey dance.
I'm about to shit my pants. Oh man, that's when I know it's going to take a turn for the worse. At this point, I clench my cheeks together and ask my father to take me to the bathroom. Since I was in a crowded place with people, I didn't know where to go. My father abruptly shoos me away.
Shoo, child, shoo.
So he can buy the tickets, believing I can hold it in. Boy, was he wrong. My father then proceeds to buy the tickets, and I then walk to the bathroom with my brother lingering behind me. So I'm walking to the bathroom all calm and happy. I'm about to pass the shit baby when all of a sudden it hits me. I fucking love
shit baby.
The terminology in this fucking post, but like shit baby is my favorite. That's what I'm gonna start calling cucks. They're all shit babies now.
Shit baby.
Fuck you, you little shit baby. But then it hits me. The ice cold chill runs down my spine, along with the shit down my legs. I freeze. My pupils widen as I realize what had happened, and I make a mad dash to the toilet. In the process, 10-year-old me thought it would be good to cork my butthole with my thumb.
Was it not?
Surprisingly, it didn't work. I then go to the bathroom and I throw myself onto the toilet. I proceed to cry in between my efforts to force my poo out of my butt. It was diarrhea, by the way. My brother runs off laughing to get my father, who enters into ground zero. There was shit everywhere. And I mean everywhere. I'm not saying that just to make it sound bad. There was some on the stall door, all over the bowl, the toilet paper, and of course me. My father ends up having to clean up his 10-year-old son, while other grown men and teenagers hear the horror of what had happened that day. Now I'm 18 years old, and the horror still haunts me till this day. A week doesn't go by without someone saying Cooperstown to remind me of that cursed memory.
Just whispers it in their ear, just Cooperstown.
Like, fuck!
They just start.
So what story you got for us today?
So I got story. Internet found I. No,
oh.
So story
I
found.
we would do one of those today.
The one I found said, I was driving home from work after pulling a 14-hour shift. I felt like I had to go before I left work, but it wasn't too bad, and I was so tired that I didn't want to wait another minute. Anyways, I'm about 20 minutes from my house, and I have to go so unbelievably badly. My sphincter was starting to cramp from holding back my turd.
Oh, God, that's the worst.
I get into my neighborhood and pull onto my street, and then I notice flashing lights behind me. I feel like my heart drops in general when I see flashing lights, but like
yeah,
I feel like my heart and my shit would drop at the same time.
Oh, probably.
I'd
be like,
flashing lights.
No, this is bad. But hey, then you're probably getting out the ticket because the cop's not gonna want to be standing around you when you're stinking.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So I mean,
They've got some pretty stinky people that they arrest, though.
Yeah, but they're not usually literally covered in shit.
Usually.
Fair.
So they said, I pulled into my driveway and I was informed that I was going 34 in a 25. I tried to explain to the officer that Mount St. Helen was about to erupt for the second time.
I love the way that people talk about their poo.
Same.
On the internet. They just come up with the most ridiculous fucking shit for it. No pun intended initially.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Making bears. Blowing mud.
Making bears.
That's a real term, dude. I love
heard
it.
That one. That's funny.
Oh my god, dude. I only know it because of fucking Game Grumps, if I'm honest. But like, making bears is my favorite thing ever. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Just gotta go make some bears.
I'm gonna say that now at work. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll go make some bears. Excuse me.
Someone knocks on the door, just, hey, yo, I'm making bears in here. What?
You give him a fucking gummy bear.
A sugar-free one. Bro, if you don't know, those are time bombs to your stomach.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. Yo, I'll pull up a review. I'll only read one, but I'll find a good one. Keep telling your story though.
I tried to explain to the officer that Mount St. Helen was about to erupt for the second time, and she proceeded to lecture me on how I'm going to kill so many people by driving at those high speeds.
Oh, shut up, bro. Like, he said it was like kind of late at night, right? Or was the time not really mentioned?
I don't think it was mentioned.
But like, he's getting off of work.
Yeah, he just pulled a 14-hour shift.
Right. You're not pulling a 14-hour shift and it be like, it's either early morning to where nobody's out, or late at fucking night when nobody's out. You're fine. Shut the fuck up.
She told me not to exit the car while she filled out the ticket. I held through as much as I could, but after 15 long, painful minutes, I couldn't hold it another second. I shit myself in my own driveway. It was still another 5-ish minutes before she got to me. I've been written tickets before, and I honestly believe that she waited an extra 10 minutes just to see if I would actually shit myself. I went out.
I would be so fucking mad.
Same, honestly.
I would fight the cop. I would shit on the cop car.
And the cop.
Yeah. Like, you asked for this?
I wound up going to court and pled guilty, but explained to the judge the situation. I think the judge was taken back or something because she lowered my ticket to $10 with supervision. The comment under it says, if you get pulled over, shit your pants.
That's fucking great.
I mean, it's not bad advice, but, oh yeah, the person right underneath said, depends on where you are. That's what I was just about to say also. Like, I feel like it really depends. Like, I feel like a lot of places I've gone, cops would just be like, okay, I'm still gonna write you a fucking ticket. What do you mean?
Right. Oh man, this is probably a good one, but it's a fucking college dissertation. I don't want to read that. Look at this thing, man.
Jesus. It's gotta be at least like a page and a half.
But the title is Hell Has No Surprises for me. I want to read that, but I'm not. But okay, I just to sum up, I'm not gonna find a short review about it. I know that. Because a lot of people go into like great detail on it because it's like a meme to write those reviews. So like definitely go check them out on your own time. Look up Haribo sugar-free gummy bear reviews on Amazon. Oh, fucking gold, bro. Because they will make you shit your fucking brains out.
That's beautiful.
I've never had them personally. I've only read these reviews.
Does your ass sing a symphony?
One of the questions one of the questions to the seller, because like Amazon has that questions to the seller section, was, will Hiroshima come out of my asshole? And I was like, that seems fitting given the reviews that I have read in the past. Like, they're horrible to your insides. So I feel like now we can now move into the next segment, which is, can you believe this shit? Which, I feel is it's kind of funny that it's like the third episode we've done this, and it's an episode about shit, and shit's in the title. That's funny, right? That's comedy.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Sorry if me hitting the microphone hurt you guys' ears.
I hope it did.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Dun, dun, dun.
We appreciate all 2 of you that listen. We're the 2.
We got 14 on the first one.
True. It's starting to pick up. So the other day, this is kind of a PSA to all old people. But this is an experience I had the other day, all right? So I'm at work and I'm cleaning one of the bathrooms, and I'm standing right outside of this bathroom, and there is an older woman standing 15 feet away from me, and all I can smell is piss. Like, heavy. And initially I thought it was her. And I was like, that's fucking gross. I'm not that surprised. That lady, somebody needs to tell her she needs to wash herself. I'm not going to be the one to fucking do it. But old people that will never hear this, what are you doing? How do you all smell like piss? Just a little bit.
That's a good question.
I don't understand it.
Maybe you just lose a little bit of control when you get older.
That's, understandable, but, like, it's usually not a little bit. I said a little bit. It's not usually a little bit. It's heavy.
Maybe you lose a lot of control.
Or they're just, old people are just out here pissing themselves. Just
Maybe.
For funsies, they just don't care. Dude, the first day I worked at this job, I was walking down an aisle. Or no, it was the second day. My second day at this job. Walking down an aisle to go talk to my boss. And there's an older lady in this aisle ahead of me. She didn't see me coming. And all I hear is this absolute fucking cheek clapper of a fucking fart waft out of this woman.
Oh, no.
Just... I was like, oh. So I just, stopped and turned around and walked away and went down a different aisle.
I'm not going to lie. I definitely fart wherever I want inside of stores.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll do that, too. But not, loud.
Oh, no. I'll fart loud.
If I'm alone in an aisle, I'll
fuck.
fucking rip ass. I won't do that if there's people around me.
If people look at me, I'm going to be like, what, you don't fart?
Fair. I don't know. It's just one of them things.
No, I
my
get that.
farts usually, at least half of the time, smell rank as fuck.
Same. That's why I think it's funny.
Me too. Honestly. Oh my God. There was one day I got one of my coworkers doing. So me and one of my coworkers were sitting in an aisle apart from each other, but there was a space between those 2 aisles. So we were actually just a little, maybe 5 feet, 10 feet away from each other. And I was doing something, he's doing something in the other aisle, and I farted. And he heard it. He was like, did you just fart? And I was like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just fucking around. And then another one of our coworkers comes up who hadn't been there for that whole experience. And he walks into it.
Oh, no.
And all I hear is, oh God, dude, what the fuck? And he turns around. There's customers, man. There's people fucking everywhere. He's like, what the fuck, dude? That's horrible. What the fuck did you eat? I was laughing so hard, I had to step outside. Dude, I was dying. He did too, but that was because he was choking. It was so fucking funny.
I kind of did the same thing to my coworker, but... So, we have to move boxes full of repair orders up to the attic, because I work at a car dealership.
Yeah.
Booty cheek sometimes.
I'm sure.
But when we go up to the attic, we have to go up there probably 6-7 different times, so we're pretty sweaty afterwards. And there's a fan up there, so we just put that on full blast and sit there for a minute.
Right.
So
makes sense.
I'm arranging the fucking the repair orders, and the fan's right behind me, ass to the fan. I have the perfect chance, and I say, I'm gonna fucking take this. I'm still focusing on the repair orders. My hands are moving and everything. All of a sudden, you just hear. And it was wet, because I was sweaty, bro. It was gross.
Oh, God.
But they heard it, and it went straight into the fan. The fan was full blast still. And it just went straight into their faces, bro, like a fucking Mike Tyson jab. And that shit just, like, beat the fuck out of them instantly. And they were both like, oh my God!
Dude, okay. Best fart story I've ever fucking heard. This is not mine. This is a friend of mine that I grew up with. He was like, yo, so me and my buddy, we went to the state fair this day, right? And it was like the hottest day of the summer. And we go to get out of his truck. It's a half cab, small fucking spot. Hot as fuck. He was like, where he gets out of his truck, closes the door. I get out after him. I'm on the passenger side. And right before I get out, I rip absolute fucking ass. And I get out quick as shit and close the door behind me. He was like, we were in the fair for like 8 hours. And his truck was sitting there just cooking.
No.
He said it was like 90 to 100 degrees plus that day.
Oh my God.
All day. Sun beating down on that fucking truck. He was like, we walked back at the end of the night. We got to his truck. He's like, I stood at the door. I waited. He's like, I wasn't going to do it. And his buddy had no idea. The owner of the truck had no idea.
That's hilarious.
He was like, my buddy opened the fucking door. The smell hit him, and he literally threw up immediately. And I was like, yo, no fucking way. He was like, that is 100% true. I promise you. I was like, that is literally, I think, the worst thing I've ever heard happening to a person. Like, holy shit, that's so terrible. Imagine getting hit with a smell so bad that you immediately vomit. Immediately.
Yeah,
I've dug up a literal rotting fucking corpse of an animal that was in our side yard here before. When, like, I didn't do it. It was me and my dad. We were over there cleaning up the side yard. And, like, we dug in to a plastic container that contained a dead fucking animal. I think we thought it was a dog. Like a small dog. Yeah, they just put it in a fucking Tupperware container and buried it. So we're digging a hole. And no marks to indicate there might be a corpse there. And, oh my God, the smell was ungodly. And it literally stunk up this whole fucking yard. And we have a fairly decent-sized yard. You can smell it in the back by the woods.
Jesus Christ.
And we were over in this side yard here, which, like, to those listening, that's a good 200-plus feet. You could smell this rot. And I didn't throw up from that. And I was standing over top of it at one point. Because I was helping the removal process of it. Because, yes, we removed it. We removed it, moved it to a different spot, dug a different hole, a deeper hole that we marked and put it back.
Yikes.
It was vile.
That sounds vile.
Yeah, and if you don't throw up from that, how bad was that fart initially?
That's fair, yeah.
That it, after 8 hours of baking was, oh God, I can only, Because, like, that's the equivalent of just taking a shit in somebody's car and letting it sit for maybe an hour. Because the stank radius is, like, way different. Because, like, bro, a shit in water... Because, like, 99% of the time you're shitting in a toilet. Right. So you're shitting into water. That masks smell. You want to know what doesn't? If you just shit out in the open somewhere... If you've ever shit in the woods, you know that reeks.
Yeah.
Like 100% of the time.
Did you know old toilets were just like extensions of the buildings and they just drop down to the ground? Like,
yeah.
There was just a hole.
There's actually a Girl Scout camp not far from here over in
Sodas.
Over in Sodas, yeah.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Beechwood.
Yeah.
There's actually, because it's an abandoned Girl Scout camp, so it's not like where, disclosing the location of, like, little girls or anything, But
I didn't really think of it that way, but yeah, no, you're right.
If you go into certain areas of the park while you're, like, walking around there's bathrooms, and they're the same way. Like, the toilet, literally, it's just a drop down to a fucking... it's essentially just an outhouse. An outhouse is the same thing. It's a building meant for shitting in.
True.
Living like a king.
I went to Beechwood twice, I think.
It's not the same anymore. But we need to get back to topic. But so I was talking about the lady that I thought, she smelled like piss. So,
yeah.
So like I said, I thought it was her, but I'm also standing next to a bathroom. I did immediately just assume it was her, though. And she had walked away, or I walked away, and came back and go back to clean that bathroom, and it still smelled like piss. So I was like, oh, it's just a bathroom. And then I was like, oh, I feel kind of bad. I, judged that lady. Mm-hmm. And then because I'm the manager at my job, and my cashier for the night asked if he could take his break. So he goes on break. I was like, yeah, let me finish the bathroom, clean the bathroom, go up, cover for him on cashier while he's on his 10-minute break or whatever. And I had to cash that lady out.
Right.
Nah, she fucking reeked of piss. She smelled fucking horrible. What is going on? And there's so many old people like that. What's happening? Do you not notice?
Yeah, I don't understand that either, honestly.
Cause bro, there's been a couple times where I have, it's hard to explain. You're taking a piss, you think you're done, you put your Johnson away, and then there's just nope, and a little bit comes out, and you're like, fuck, you can smell that.
Right.
I can smell that. You reek of piss. How do you not notice?
They don't change their tighty-whities.
Or their diapers, apparently. I don't know what's going on there. There's this one lady I feel so bad for. Literally every time I've ever seen her come into that fucking store, she just reeks of piss.
Damn.
It's fucking disgusting. It's bro, how are people letting you go around like this?
Right.
Because one of the first times I met her, she was with two people, two younger people. They could smell it. I know they could. They gave me the look when I gave them the look of are you smelling this? It was it takes you back a little bit because it's so strong. You blink your eyes a couple times. You're like, woof. But you got to be respectful. You can't say shit because you're at work. That's super disrespectful to be like, hey, you smell like piss. Gross. Wash yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had for today. So let's move on to the stories of us shitting ourselves.
So
I'll let you start because my throat hurts.
My most recent one, I'm not gonna lie, was I think a month to a month and a half ago.
Huh.
And I was at work, and I was just doing my normal stuff. I was cleaning the cars, making sure everything was good. I squatted down. I'm not thinking. I didn't feel anything in my stomach.
Yeah.
And I squatted down. I was vacuuming the carpets and everything, and then I farted a little bit, and at first it was fine, and farts just make me laugh in general because they're fucking funny.
Yeah, just inherently, they're hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. And then I tried to fart again because it was funny, and after I tried to fart again, it just went...
Oh.
And everybody in the department heard, bro.
No!
Everybody. Oh my
I'd get a new
God.
job. I'd quit right there. I'd be like, yo, I'm done. See you later. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the paychecks. I'll find something new. Shit. I'm out of here. Bye. I wouldn't, if everybody knew, if I was at work and I shit myself and nobody knew about it,
yeah,
I'm fine.
Right.
But if I shit myself at work and everybody knows about it, no.
Yeah.
I'm finding a new job immediately. I don't care.
It's kind of funny, though, because before we switched owners, I worked at Fusillo beforehand. And as I was working at Fusillo, I also shit myself. And that time, I don't know what was going on that day. My stomach was just not agreeing with me. And I think I hit my vape wrong, and I coughed.
Oh, no.
And when
That's
I
the
coughed,
worst.
everything got loose, and then it just...
Yup.
It all came out, and bro, I was so embarrassed. Nobody heard it that time, but I did that little walk to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knew
penguin
that
walk?
I shit myself.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't do anything, I had to clench my ass cheeks so nothing came out because I'm dummy thick.
Bro, okay, so I don't have many stories of shitting myself. I genuinely think it's only ever happened to me twice. But it has happened. So one of them was last year. Because I was I was an alcoholic for a time, so, like, it happens. But, like, it only ever happened to me once. I've just heard it's a fairly typical thing. You shit yourself a lot if you're a heavy alcoholic. And I wasn't even drunk. It was the day after. That's the worst part. So I was hungover. I already felt like garbage. And I'm sitting there, like, just trying to get, like, some work done, trying to post, like, YouTube videos or make YouTube content or some shit. I feel like ass. And I'm just like, And I think it might have been the same thing. I either hit my cigarette wrong or, like, my vape, something, and I started coughing heavy, or my bong, maybe, I don't know. And it wasn't even a lot. It was just a little, but I felt it, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
No. It's like a little piece of you leaves with the poo, you know? You're just like, fuck.
Your dignity.
Yeah. And the other time, like, I was maybe, like, 12 or 13, and I was sick. So, like, it kind of makes sense that it happened. But, like, I was sick, and I still am the type of motherfucker to be like, no, I'm not that sick, I'm fine. Unless I'm, like, really sick, and then I'm like, I'm a baby.
I feel you.
So I'm, like, oh no, I'm good, and I'm just like I'm at my grandma's house. I'm laying on her fucking bed, which she had in her living room for some reason. I'm laying on her bed and just like holding my stomach, just kind of like, I think I had the flu, and whilst sitting there, was like, oh, I gotta sneeze.
Oh no.
So I'm like,
Oh god.
It rocketed the fuck out, bro. And it was so much, so fast. Like, there was no stopping it, no controlling it. It was just game over right there. Luckily, it wasn't enough that it was like, it's going to be a problem to get off of my grandmother's bed with it in my shorts, because I only wore shorts as a kid.
Right.
So I go to, like, I get off the bed and, like, I make it to the bathroom, and I'm like, all right, these shorts gotta go. I think I ended up, like, hopping in the fucking tub, or, like, I took a shower or some shit, and then finished taking a shit, because I was like, I'm not gonna get, like, I got it on my legs, and I know that. I was like, I'm not trying to just wipe it off and then sit on the toilet, and I'm not trying to just sit on it on the toilet seat and just have it smear more into my skin.
Right.
And, if anybody, like, everybody's been wet and had to sit on a toilet seat once in their life. That's the worst time in the universe. You're slipping and sliding. You're trying to just keep yourself in place, and your hips are all over the goddamn place. You just can't. I don't know what your story is. Maybe you got out of a pool. Maybe you did shit yourself, and you're just like, fuck it, I got the time, and you sit down on a toilet. Well, shit's all over your butt. I don't know. Like, whatever you got going on, it's happened to all of us. And just, yeah, man, it's so funny just to think about it. Because, like, I feel like what makes shit, farts, and pee funny, and no, you're not allowed to sexualize it. I don't kink shame anything. I kink shame that. You're gross. Don't, stop it. Bad.
Bonk.
So, like, I think what makes those inherently funny is it's something we all do.
Yeah.
And like I hate the people that are like, oh, fart jokes aren't funny, they're for kids. Fuck you. They're funny. You just are an uptight asshole. Correct. And you think that your version of comedy is the best version of comedy, when in reality, funny is fucking funny. Shut your mouth and lick on my nutsack.
I laugh pretty hard if somebody just says balls, to be honest.
Right. Like, especially if it's one of them situations you've been sitting in a room with somebody for like 5 minutes and nobody said a word.
Yeah. Somebody's just like, balls.
Right. Like, we're laughing about it now, thinking about that situation. I think that's awesome. Hilarious. So, yeah. I think that's that might be where we're ending it today. I don't know. You got more? I'm kind of tapped for this episode, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good on this one.
All right, well, people, make sure to clench those sphincters this week and tell other people that we exist.
And let raccoons crawl in your butt. You can fit 2 upside down.
And vertical. Yes. And sideways.
Try it.
They can have a rave in your butthole.
Try
You can
it
have a
tonight.
raccoon rave in your butthole.
Yeah, put a little disco ball in there too, so they can have some fun.
Raccoon rectum rave. Raccoon rectum rave. All right, peace out, y'all.